Okay, so today we're going to be talking about a little something I like to call tokenomics. This is not going to be a long video because really, to be honest with you, this is extremely simple, okay? We did a video last week where we detailed the top 5 low supply coins. A lot of you guys also want to know, what are the top low priced coins? Now, let me tell you what I did in the last bull run. In the last bull run, I got some advice. I did a lot of research on YouTube and audience, and it worked. But the problem was, what I really found out when we went through this last bull run, we all went through this together if you were here during this time, is that I focused a little bit too much, not a little bit too much. I pretty much solely focused on what audience wanted. What did you guys want? You wanted 100x coins. You wanted degen coins. You want coins that are DeFi coins that can make you a millionaire overnight. You know, remember, it took me 9 years to become a millionaire in crypto. This bull run, this was 2021. Well, when we moved to 2025 and all this time in between there, we're gonna focus on what you need. These are things you need to understand. It's not as fun and it's not as sexy, but this is how you go through your crypto journey to become someone who, you know, goes from sitting on your couch eating potato chips and ice cream. My baseball coach in the 4th grade used to say all that time, to some real ball players. We're gonna try to turn y'all into some real ball players, okay? So we have low supply coins and low price coins. Do these things even matter, okay? I wanna show you something that's gonna be really, really, really interesting for you to see. If I have, let's say 0.1 BTC, okay? Price of Bitcoin's at about $20,000, $19,000. So that would be like $1,900. If Bitcoin goes up $190,000, okay? If it goes up $190,000, that's a 10x. How much money do you have? Well, shoot, you'll have $19,000. All right, now let's say this. Let's say you get, I'm gonna call this Penny X. This is a coin I just made up. It doesn't really exist. Penny X. This costs 1 penny. 1 penny. I know you guys love those penny crypto projects, okay? So let's say you decided you wanted to buy the exact same amount. Let's say instead of 0.1 Bitcoin, instead you went with 190,000 Penny X tokens. You got 190,000 tokens. Here you got 0.1 tokens, 0.1 coins. You got 190,000 of these puppies. So what does that equal? $1,900. So let's say this 10x's. You got 190,000 coins. You put $1,900 in. It 10x's. How much money do you have? $19,000. Let's say there's a coin out there that only has 5 coins. So the supply's super low. Let's just say there's only 1 coin. Let's say there's 1 coin. You got to split it up. The 1 coin is worth, you know, X number of dollars in market cap. So you buy $1,900 worth of that coin. $1,900 worth of a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a coin. And at 10x's, how much money do you have? 19K. Guys, you have to understand, the supply is not that important. The price is also not that important. What you are looking for when you are looking at tokenomics, when you're going to CoinMarketCap and you're going down the list, you are looking at market cap. This is market cap equals potential, okay? When you look at something on CoinMarketCap that, let's say it's got $100 million in market cap, it's much easier to move than something that has $400 billion in it, like Bitcoin does approximately. So if you found something that was similar to Bitcoin, doesn't really exist. Let's say you find a layer 1 that's similar to Ethereum. Ethereum's sitting at, I don't know, maybe 200 billion in market cap, somewhere around there, 190 billion. And you find a layer 1 that's only got $100 million in it, that you think's got a lot of potential. That's where you need to be focusing. That's where you need to be looking at your research. You need to be looking at the market caps. The market cap of projects in similar niches, when you find one that you think has potential to move closer to being the dominant coin in its niche, those are the type of coins you want to get at. The market cap is going to reveal that. The supply, I know supply and demand are important, and I would say this, having a low supply, it does factor in somewhat. The price has literally nothing to do with the value of the coin. It has nothing to do with the potential. Meme coins took advantage of new investors not understanding that concept. That's why so many of you got wrecked with the meme coins. This here, This is what you need to understand to become a much smarter, much more confident investor. Not financial advice, of course. Guys, that's all I got for today. Be blessed. Good way out.